Hello and welcome to PetXI Interactive, your home to GCSE revision on the go. In the next 3-minute maths burst, we'll be concentrating on fractions, specifically adding and subtracting them. For this, we'll be using a method called the peanut method. You may have heard of this before. If you haven't, you're about to be amazed because it is absolutely brilliant. This is a method for adding and subtracting fractions only. Do not use it for multiplying and dividing. For if you do so in your exam, 2 simple things will happen. Firstly, you'll get the answer wrong and you'll get no marks. Secondly, vampire aliens will come down and eat your entire family. So in your exam, you may see a question like this: 1/11 plus 5/12. All you need to do is follow these simple steps to make sure that you get it right using the peanut method. Number 1, draw a 2x2 grid. Once you've done this, draw an X in the top left-hand corner, little kiss because you love maths, okay? Then take the first fraction, write it along the top, 1 and 11. Once you've done that, take the second fraction and write it down the left-hand side, 5 and 12. Okay? What you need to do then is just multiply out the grid as you would normally. So 5 times 11 becomes 55, 1 times 12 becomes 12, 12 times 11 becomes 132. Two-way grid filled out. Okay, so now you've filled out the two-way grid properly. Draw yourself a peanut around the bottom left-hand box up to the top right-hand box, making sure you get both numbers inside the peanut. Because it's an adding fraction, what we're going to do is we're going to add these 2 numbers together. So you'll get 12 add 55, which gives you 67. 67 then becomes the top number on the fraction. The bottom number of the fraction is the 132 in the bottom right-hand box is the only number that's left over, giving you an answer of 67 over 132. Simple. So as I said before, this method used for both adding and subtracting fractions. So now we're going to do a subtracting one. Again, you will see something like this in your exam, 7/8 minus 2/7. Do exactly the same thing as you did before, with one small difference towards the end. Draw a two-way grid, fill in the top left-hand box with a kiss because you love maths, then take the first fraction, write it along the top, 7 and 8, take the second fraction, write it down the side, 2 and 7, then fill out the multiplication grid as before. 2 and 8 makes 16, 7 and 7 is 49, and 7 times 8 is 56. Once the grid is filled in, draw your peanut from the bottom left to the top right as before, making sure you get the numbers 49 and 16 within the peanut. Because this is a minus fraction and not an adding sum, take the numbers away from each other. So 49 minus 16, which gives you 33, which becomes the top number of your fraction. Once you've done that, the only number that's left over is 56, which becomes the bottom number in your fraction. Hey presto, job done. What I'd like you to do now is to pause the video. We're going to put a couple of questions up there for you to have a go at. Once you've had a go, press play and see if you get the answers right. So welcome back. How did you get on? I hope you did really well. I'm sure you did. What we're going to do now is check your answers against the answer that you should have. So in the first question, your grid should look like this. Your answer should therefore look like this. In the second question, your grid should look like this. And your answer should look like this. And that is it. You are now a master of the art of adding and subtracting fractions. Gold will rain from the sky. People will stop in the street and give you chocolate for no reason at all. And better still, alien vampires will disappear and not eat your entire family. Thank you for watching, and remember, peanut method, peanut method, peanut method, peanut method, peanut method, yeah.